Well, that's not helpful anyway. We should ignore. Smash. We should ignore the weird stuff that appears in my YouTube feed. Because this is the one that I wanted to point out.
Gregory, I think you deserve a reward. Go check the main stage.
What? What the fuck? Vanessa, are you trying to kill him or seduce him? What the hell was that? Gregory's just a child, Vanessa.
I'm just a kid.
I mean, I'm all for killing children, but I'm not an advocate for pedophilia.
Security alert! Security alert!
I love that. That is my favorite line that any impersonator has done for William Afton. I'm all for killing children, but I'm not an advocate for pedophilia. 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10. Alright, let's watch this game trailer together. I like a good FNAF game. I'm gonna pre-like This isn't what I expected. I saw Into the Pepperoni and expected a 3D game. Okay, this is cool. I assume this is based on the Into the Pit novel. It looks like it. It's interesting to see the animatronics before. I've never seen it before. Everyone's genuinely does look creepy. It's hard to make a pixel art game scary. When you're making a pixel game like this, it's hard to make it scary because it's difficult for the player to get immersed into it. But this looks so well. That looks so fucking creepy. This is really well done. This is so cool. Okay, that actually made me jump a little bit. I felt I didn't like jump in the seat, but I felt a shock through me when I saw that. That was a good jump scare. It's much better than Security Breach or the VR game. Both of those Steel Wall games were really mid at jump scares, and it's not the fact that the jump scares were bad, because they were. But also because when you got a jump scare in one of those games, you got static first, and then the jump scare. So you had the static appear on the screen to warn you, you're gonna get jump scared, and it just didn't make it scary anymore. There was no actual scare in the jump scare. Go back to rewind on the show stage. Something that ADP is trying to point out to me. This looks fine. Does Chica have teeth in her beak? Was Bonnie flossing? Bonnie was flossing! Why is Bonnie flossing? Bonnie's hitting us with a one of these type shits. Why is Bonnie flossing, my guy? I assume that's what he wants me to notice. That or Freddy doing the square up procedure. Chica has teeth. Looks like this child has a wizard hat from D&D or something. I'm not sure what else ADP... ADP just says a look. And that's not a clear, like, signal of what to look for. We don't see the stage again. He's absolutely flossing. What the fuck? The gap in the curtain? I don't know what he's trying to... 0 out of 10? ADP is just being an idiot, 'cause he's trying to point something out to me, but he's not just saying what he's pointing at. ADP's the type of person where, like, if he joined the military, he'd be saying, Sergeant, look over there. What? Look over there. At what? Over there. Over at the tree, over at that dune, over at the mountain, over there. Where over there? Over there. Fucking useless. Is that the jukebox? What are you trying to tell me? Warning, corrosive. What is corrosive about these animatronics? Is that trying to say eyeballs, maybe? Don't stare directly into the fucking light. That's kind of natural selection. I don't know. Sarge, look at my only. I don't know what ADP's trying to tell me, but this game looks cool. I want to look at that jump scare again. Wait, what? God, I remember Duck Season. I would never be able to play Duck Season. So, at the end of Duck Season, the final part of the game, you don't read chat. I was trying to highlight the flossing Bonnie. Okay, cool. So I did see what you were trying to point out. Okay. Well, you should have said, like, look at Bonnie, though. And I would have noticed it. No, just look at the main stage. Just really vague, because there's a lot of things you could be trying to point out to me. Point is, Duck Season, that game's absolutely terrifying. I never want to play it, and it's because of the fact that I wouldn't be able to complete the ending. So, in the ending, if you shoot the dog, it becomes a horror game. So normally you're just playing, like, the game Duck Season, but in 3D. Meanwhile, if you shoot the dog, it becomes a horror game. And at the end of it, the dog will come attack you. So you end up standing in the house with a gun. And you've got to, like, look around the house to see where the dog comes from. And the dog will come from, like, a random place in the house. They'll start rushing towards you with a knife all covered in blood. Absolutely fucking horrifying. And that's what a FNAF game needs to be. The Springtrap suit covered in blood. You're like, he's murdered 4 of the 5 children. He's now hunting you down in the Pizzaplex in 3D in the level of detail that this game has. You gotta watch that first. But if they did it in the level of detail that this game has, then holy god, it could be terrifying. So let me skip to later. So this is one of the endings.
We get the Best Men ending, which is going to be 5 out of 7 complete, and we see a new news broadcast.
Programming to bring you a police chase. Officers appear to be closing in on a suspect related to the disappearance of several local families. We're told this person is armed and dangerous. Let's take you overhead now, live to the scene in our Sky 6 helicopter.
Yeah, they are going after the dog right now.
Pedal animal running through a neighborhood, some kind of a beast. He's rounding about.
He literally comes through our window, and then they start shooting him. And, you know, this guy, for some reason, he is tanking these shots. He will not die. And he also has the knife in his hand that our mom brought up earlier. And, yeah, he just keeps coming up. He's like, nah, I'm not going to let you stop. But they keep shooting him down over
yeah, they
and
really
over
overkill
again.
him.
He's tanking all of these shots. I'm not sure what his suit is made of. Probably Kevlar. But that should be enough. But the police are not going to stop. They're going to keep shooting him.
Sure he's dead,
even though he is clearly dead. They're just going to make sure. And I mean, to be fair, I don't blame him. This guy is definitely evil. But yeah, the dog died. Now, someone is also going to try to talk about it, but we actually already got the ending, so we can just go back to the title screen. And for our
So, okay, this is the actual ending where, like, you have
still
to fight
alive
the
in
dog
real life,
in the
so we're going to have to go back there. In this because we're just sitting here, we know that the dog is around us. We know he's coming for us,
is in VR,
but we don't know
play
from where. And while this is happening, you keep hearing the same Duck Season sound over and over again, just coming into your ears. It's really annoying.
But in the kitchen on the floor right there is literally a dead body covered in blood. And that again makes it so
like,
much
what does
more
that even
tense.
mean? Why does it keep happening? I don't even know if I want to know. But we do have this gun, and it now does have electricity, so we can use it to attack. I also have this sword, which you can slice the dog with the sword if he gets close enough, but hopefully we'll be able to shoot him before that happens. Now, he can come from a couple of places in the house. He can come from the bathroom. He can come from outside, and he can come from behind our stairs. So I'm just looking around, making sure that he's in none of these corners. Meanwhile, this is just getting burned into my brain, these sounds,
terrifying,
the
though.
duck season. And it's going to keep getting louder until finally it stops. Now we have to find where he's coming from. I saw him from outside. We got to shoot him in the face a couple of times before we electrocute
he's, like,
him.
rushing
Now he
towards
is
you
literally
to, like,
floating and stuff. I don't know what's happening with this man. But yeah, we took him out. A little disturbing because now there's just floating cubes of blood in my room. Not really sure what that's about, but hey, we took the guy out, and this one's actually going to be the canon ending. So I guess this is the one that actually fits with the lore. You can see that we get rid of the game. We call the police before we realize that the police probably can't help us. Our mom is literally dead, and they're probably going to think we're the ones that did it. So yeah, we're just going to ignore that. We're not going to talk to them. And this little kid thinks he can do it all by himself, so he starts digging a hole and buries his own mom, which is, yeah, that's a little morbid. He also did a terrible job at it. Like, her body is literally sticking out. Come on, man. And now we got to pack up everything we need. Of course, we're going to bring our phones, some IDs, a gun, everything that we need, a picture of our family. I'm not sure where our dad is. Maybe he could have helped us with this. Our guy just walks away. I'm not sure whatever happens to him, but we still got 4 more endings to do. So even though he might want to be done with this dog, we are not. We got plenty more to do. So on to ending number 4.
But this is what I mean. This game can be absolutely terrifying. I don't often play VR games, especially VR horror games. But this one, I would be absolutely pissing and shitting myself 24/7. I'm quite brave when it comes to, you know, scary situations. But when it comes to scary video games, I am a fucking coward cunt.